What is going on, everybody? It is me again. It's Horror Fan 34, and welcome to another video. And welcome to another review for the Chris's Movie Challenge. Now we're getting on to this one. And now we're going to touch on a superhero movie this time. Figure I'd touch on a superhero film this time for Christmas, because this does take place in the winter around Christmas time. And I tell you, when I think about like some of the most underrated like superhero movies or something like that, or just like underrated films in general, I always think of like this one because I feel like this movie is underrated. Even though it does get a lot of love from people, but I still find it very underrated because I feel like not many people talk about the film that much. And if you can tell by the title of the video, it's going to be on Batman Returns. Batman Returns came out in 1992. Once again, directed by Tim Burton, who did the first Batman. Has Michael Keaton returning as Batman Bruce Wayne. You also have Danny DeVito as the Penguin, and Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman. You also have Christopher Walken as Max Schreck. Michael Gough and Pat Hingle reprise their roles as Alfred and Commissioner Gordon. And I know this film got a lot of flack when it first came out back in 1992, mainly because of the whole dark subject matter of the film. How when parents took their kids to go see it, their kids were scared and crying and things like that because they felt it was too dark for kids and things like that. So Warner Brothers kind of got a lot of flack from a lot of companies because I know they were going to say like McDonald's was going to have a tie-in with this film, but because the film was dark, they cut ties with the studio. And that's why, and it didn't make, I mean, it was a hit, but it didn't make us nearly as much money as the first movie did. So, because of that, that's why when Batman Forever came out, Tim Burton didn't come back because Warner Brothers wanted to go more of a lighter direction. And hence, you got more of the kid-friendliness of, like, the 60s Batman show, more sillier. You have people like Jim Carrey and, you know, Val Kilmer and Chris O'Donnell. When they came in Batman Forever, it was much more for kids because the studio wanted to have not product placement, but, like, tie-ins, like, to promote the film. And then when Batman Forever came out, McDonald's had like this thing with the burger, and you can collect those cups with the Riddler question mark and things like that. So there was definitely a lot of promotion for Batman Forever with McDonald's, and because of all that, like, you know, they got a lot of money from that. Batman Forever was a huge hit and made more money than this. But getting back to what I was saying about this. I don't really think the film deserved the flack that it got when it came out because I find it very underrated and I love dark superhero movies. And this film is phenomenal in my opinion. I mean, the basic story is that you have the Penguin running for mayor and things like that, and you got Batman dealing with him, but at the same time you have Michelle Pfeiffer Selena Kyle, who is this kind of shy person. This guy played by Christopher Walken, Max Schreck, pushes her out of the window and she falls down. She dies and she gets licked by the cats and comes back to life, and then hence she becomes Catwoman. And what I really love about this film, first off, the cast, the four main people. Yeah, Michael Keaton as Batman Bruce Wayne. He's my personal favorite Batman. I think Michelle Pfeiffer does a great job as Catwoman. Danny DeVito, perfect choice for the Penguin. Christopher Walken, I've always been a big fan of Christopher Walken from Last Man Standing with Bruce Willis and The Dead Zone. I mean, I've always been a big fan of Christopher Walken. Michael Gough, may he rest in peace. He was in The Serpent and the Rainbow and a lot of other movies. I think he was in he wasn't in that. Never mind. He wasn't in Deadly Blessing. Pat Hingle from Maximum Overdrive does a good job as Commissioner Gordon. May both of them rest in peace. They're no longer with us anymore. And I just love the way that Tim Burton directed this film, because I know this was fully Tim Burton's vision. Because like with the first Batman, Tim Burton was kind of being watched by the studio a little bit, where he kind of hinted some of his own style, but like he was being kind of under supervision by the studio to make it profitable and more really marketable. And then when the first Batman became such a big phenomenon and a big hit, they gave full control to Tim Burton. And you really get the sense this is Tim Burton's movie. This is his own child, pretty much. And because he has some really creepy imagery, or well, not like creepy, but like weird imagery with like the gang of skeletons on the motorcycles, and Batman's taking care of them with all the gadgets on the Batmobile. Definitely really violent, especially when Penguin bites off the nose of a child. You know, really really gory. The way the Penguin dies is pretty dark. Things like that. And he has some really weird scenes, like with the penguins, with the missiles, and things like that. And this film just has a really good Christmassy vibe because it's snowing and things like that. And one of the things that I really love about this film was the way that Tim Burton made Gotham City. He really made it really dark and brooding and things like that. That's what I really like about the first two Tim Burton Batman films, because he made Gotham City this more crime place where it's filled with crime and Batman has to take care of the bad guys. When you get to like Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, it's more disco-y and more flashy and colors everywhere and things like that. Well, you didn't get that with these first two films. These are definitely more darker, much more of a down-to-earth sort of Gotham City. And another fun fact about this film, what's the actor's name? What is his name? Rick Zumwalt. That's what it is. Rick Zumwalt. Bull Hurley from Over the Top, the real big guy that faces off against Stallone. He plays one of the clown guys that Michael Keaton puts the stick of dynamite on him, and he smiles and he punches him down the hole and the guy explodes. That's Bull Hurley from Over the Top, Rick Zumwalt. I thought that was fun. Like I said, Batman Returns is a fantastic superhero movie. Great cast. Once again, Danny Elfman does a great job on the musical score. I love the dark atmosphere that Gotham City has. Like Michael Keaton does a good job. Michelle Pfeiffer, Danny DeVito, Christopher Walken. Tim Burton does a great job directing the film. And overall, I mean, Batman Returns is just a very solid movie. So that's pretty much it for my review for Batman Returns. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.